All right, B. So we gotta have a conversation, the awkward conversation.
The awkward conversation.
We have to talk about the elephant in the room.
What's the elephant in the room?
Creatives not having no systems in place for their business operations.
Ooh.
Let's talk about it.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I mean, if you know me, I'm a big advocate for QuickBooks. As a creative, you have to be a business person first. And I think that's something that a lot of us forget. We fall so in love with the passion that we forget the business side. And the older you get, you can't run from the business side. And QuickBooks is my best friend. I use QuickBooks every single day. If you guys don't know what QuickBooks is, it's an amazing app. And it's also on your desktop where you can, it's great for finances. So you can send invoices, you can send estimates, you can receive payment on QuickBooks. They now accept Zelle payments through QuickBooks, which is amazing.
Really?
Yeah, girl,
Wow.
they getting up there. But another good thing about QuickBooks is you can connect your bank account. So you can connect your bank account, your credit cards, anything that you use for your finances, PayPal, all of those good things, and you're able to categorize any payments that you make. So you can categorize your income and your outcome, if that makes sense. So it's great, especially when it comes to tax time, because I can literally connect my accountant to my QuickBooks and they can see all my finances. They can see where I spent my money in my marketing, where I spent it on contractors. You can do your 1099s through QuickBooks. And it's just an amazing app as a business person to be able to know the overall financial success of your business, because you want to know your profit and loss. You want to know where you're spending too much money and what you need to exclude from your business going into the next year. And I think it's just an amazing tool as a creative and as an entrepreneur, just to be able to be responsible of your finances, because we're afraid to look at our finances. How many people actually look at their bank account until they get that email about the overdraft, you know? So, but QuickBooks is one of those great things because it makes you look at all of your transactions.
Yeah.
And it's great for your accountants, because how many people just send their accountants their bank statements? That sucks for them.
Yeah.
Imagine having like 30 people sending you and you got to go through all of those, you know? So it's ghetto. And the great thing too with QuickBooks is that you're able to take pictures of your receipts and you could connect those to your transactions. So you have everything documented all in one place. And I think it's an amazing tool, especially when it comes to knowing the financial structure of your business, to be able to have that in place.
Another, to kind of piggyback off of QuickBooks, another great system that I have found to be like a heaven sent ever since I started like entrepreneurship really seriously has been HoneyBook. And the only reason I say HoneyBook, if y'all need that promo code, make sure y'all DM us, because we got that promo code for you to get HoneyBook for $1 for 8 months, y'all.
That's $8.
Oh wait, you're right. That's $8. Over 8 months. But HoneyBook is a great system because it allows you to really be able to track your inquiries that are coming in, send out your invoices, send out your contracts, and it also does track the amount of money that you're making. And they have a QuickBooks integration to where you can literally like just download it, and it shows you like your entire spreadsheet to show you how much money you made, how much money you have coming in for the rest of the month, how much money you've made like for the year. It's awesome. And you can also integrate, which is a great third point, your calendar.
Yes.
Doom, doom, doom.
Listen, the calendars, I think we sleep on how important having a calendar is, because for me, if I need to call someone, if it's not on my calendar, I'm not going to call them. Yeah. If I need to pick up my nephew, if it's not on my calendar, he going to be left at school. You know, and I think at the busier you get, especially if you're an entrepreneur, if you just wear many hats in multiple businesses, having a calendar and using that calendar on your phone is one of the greatest tools that we forget, because you want to be responsible for any meetings that you have set or any jobs you have, but you also want to be on time to those things. So being able to know what you have on your plate moving forward for that day, for that week, for that month, I think it's an amazing tool that a lot of us forget how important it is to have, especially because we're always on our phones anyway.
Absolutely.
So why not have something that can notify you a day before, 30 minutes before, an hour before, where you can actually keep track of everything that you have going on.
Absolutely. And I'll say another great tool for all my sticky note girls and boys out there, shout out to B. She was a sticky note kid at one point in time as well. I still use my sticky notes, but a great project management tool has been Trello and Asana for me.
Oh, yes.
And Monday.com.
ClickUp, too.
I haven't even heard about ClickUp.
ClickUp is like Monday and Asana.
Okay. Well, for those of y'all that's not, too familiar with those amazing apps. You can download it off your phone or just use it off your computer. But basically, it just helps you to really stay in the loop, especially if you're working with a team of people where you can like literally like look at a whole pipeline of all the tasks that you have for certain projects. You're able to put deadlines on those. People can upload notes. It's just awesome tools all the way around. And most of these apps, they do have like free trials, so you don't have to buy a corporate enterprise membership because you really don't need a corporate enterprise membership. Just a free membership for you and how many ever people on your team is great as well. So.
Yeah, because like I started using ClickUp last year with my executive assistant, and he put me onto it, and it's changed my life because it's one of those things, like you said, if you're working with a team or just working on multiple projects, like if you have let's say you have a photo shoot coming up and you have 5 people that you need to put in one place, you can literally put all that information in there and everyone can know what their tasks are and make sure that they're doing the tasks that they were assigned. Yeah. Instead of doing group messages or group texts or having to follow up, you can actually see everyone's progression on that. So it's definitely great. It's definitely dope.
All right, so I got one last question. And actually, I'll answer and you answer. So I'll start with you first. But just from your experience in the industry as a photographer, what is one piece of advice that you can give to any photographer of something that like they really need to do, like make sure they're implementing like every single time they pick up or put down their camera?
One piece of advice. Every time they pick up their camera, one piece of advice.
Or put it down.
Dump your footage. There's so many people that message us, or I've gotten messages about they accidentally formatted the card and lost the photos, or doing all these different things. And it's like, the minute you're done shooting, you should be dumping. Maybe you should even be dumping twice to have a backup, because you just never know. And if that's a client job, sometimes you can't redo the shoots. Like there's been incidences that I've been on sets and photographers have formatted and lost everything, and that's very, very hard to come back from. So you have to be responsible in making sure you dump your footage. Don't wait till tomorrow. Don't go take a shower first. Don't go use the bathroom first. Don't go say hi to your loved one. Nah, dump the footage. Yeah. Get that out the way.
Facts.
What about now? What's yours?
Chile. I would say, I won't even say as a photographer, because I do like social and all that stuff too. So I'll kind of go from the social angle. All my social media managers out there, all my social content creators, please make sure, especially if you are a person who deals with a lot of clients, make sure them people stuff upload. Make sure them people stuff upload, because the last thing you want to deal with is waking up to a voice message like this. From one of your clients that is pissed because they posted on upload. So it's a million scheduling, going back to systems, scheduling apps for you, for my content creators who are, posting reels and stuff like that for their clients or even for themselves. Like, that's something you have to manually post. So just try to like really be on it. Like, even if you got a Trello note or a note in your phone that says client 1, client 2, client 3, client 4, just before the end of the day, go and make sure that people stuff uploaded.
Listen, because what you don't need
is this. That's a wrap.